my preliminary information. Tell me about yourself. As soon as you are asked to sit for the interview, it is a common practice to ask this first question. We are going to see how to handle the first question that is generally asked at the interview. This question can be asked in different ways also, such as, "Can you please tell me a little about yourself?" Or, "Please tell me about yourself." Or, "Why don't we start by you telling me about yourself?" Even though the presentation of the question may be different, it is expected that all about your preliminary information, education, and capability is covered.
Please tell me about yourself. My name is Chitra. I am 20 years old. I live in Ambegaon. I have completed my 12th standard. I have also done my MSc certificate course last month. Now I want to get a degree and support my family.
Analysis. This is a good answer. However, remember that the answer should not be too lengthy. Also, it is not necessary to tell right away about what you are looking for.
Please tell me about yourself. Myself Chitra. I am 20 years old. I have a sister. She is married. Her husband runs an MSc center at Talegaon. I want to work here in Pune.
Analysis. Most important is that when telling your name, myself Chintamani is incorrect. You should say, "My name is Chintamani" or "I am Chintamani," and then tell about your preliminary information, education, and capability. Here, you do not need to talk about your sister, etc. Talk only after carefully understanding as to what exactly is being asked and tell in short. Come. Listen to the question properly. Do not answer immediately or rush to answer. There is no harm in taking a few seconds to answer. The answer should not be too lengthy and do not add what's not asked for. Start with your name, then age, residential address, education, some other educational information. While answering, do try to measure up the person in front of you so that you understand if your answer is complete or some more information is expected. Key terms to remember. Preliminary information means your name, age, education, residential address, and one of your capabilities. Do not rush with your answer. Answer only what is being asked.
So Nikhil, why don't you start by telling me about yourself?
Okay, ma'am. Actually, I was born in Nagpur and I have two brothers. One stays at Ahmedabad. In fact, I'm going to go over and meet him pretty soon. And then afterwards, I moved to Mumbai, starting with my preschools. I like adventurous biking, cycling, and my favorite color is...
Let me move on to the next question.
Interviewer's thoughts. I feel that it is necessary to check if Nikhil has the educational eligibility and the capability that is required for this job. Why is he talking about these unnecessary things? Nikhil's thoughts. She stopped me in the middle of my answer and she directly moved on to the next question. What mistake must have I done?
With the interview today, please tell me a little bit about yourself.
My name is Ketan Shah. I am 18 and I stay in Mumbai. I have completed 12th in arts. I have also done MSc course. I am a confident person. I always seek out for challenges so that I can prove myself. As a fresher, I don't have any working experience, but I can prove my skills if the opportunity is given to me.
I am Pratiksha Soste. I am 19 years old. I stay in Mumbai. I have done 12th in Commerce. I also done MSCIT course. I am sincere and hardworking and I learn new things very quickly.
My name is Akshata Madi. I am 19 years old. I stay in Mumbai. I have completed 12th in commerce and I have also done MSCIT course. I am self-motivated person and I am always take initiative to work independently.
My name is Shreya Sarve. I am 19 years old. I stay in Bhandup. I have completed my 12th examination from Mumbai University. I have also done my MSCIT course. I am hardworking and self-confident. I have excellent communication skill.
Your strengths and weaknesses. After you give your preliminary information in the interview, you are most of the times asked about your strengths and weaknesses in order to know more about you in reference to the potential job offer. What exactly are you expected to tell at such times is what you need to understand properly. But before we see how to answer them, let us understand the concept of strengths and weaknesses in brief. Strength means your strong points. From the point of view of an interview, the things that you do best and the ones that can be used in the best way in working life are your strengths. For example, being hardworking, being a natural leader, being a good team player, etc. Opposite of this are weaknesses. Your weaknesses are those habits or practices that you indulge in often and which you know cause some loss or delay personal development. This is not uncommon. All of us have some weakness or the other. What is tested in an interview is your awareness and capacity to think objectively about your weaknesses. A candidate is never rejected because she has some weakness. Also, identifying your weakness does not mean you are talking about yourself negatively. Therefore, along with your strengths, it is necessary to list out your weaknesses objectively. Few examples of weaknesses. Feeling nervous with strangers or with people you don't know well. Being argumentative over petty matters. Without being asked, rushing to help others and then regretting the help you gave, etc. Now let us move to the question. What are your strengths and weaknesses? This question can be asked in a different manner too, such as, what is your greatest strength and biggest weakness? Or, how would you describe your strengths and weaknesses? Or, can you tell us about your strengths and weaknesses? Even though the presentation of the question may be different, it is expected that as mentioned above, your answer will cover your strengths and weaknesses.
How would you describe your strengths and weaknesses? About my strength, I am sincere and hardworking. I learn new things very quickly. About my weakness, I am not confident when speaking in front of many people. Another thing is that I trusted people too quickly, but I feel very bad when someone betrays me. I am working on these two things since I started preparing for a working life.
Analysis. As mentioned just now, the candidate has in this answer very clearly stated two of his strengths and two weaknesses. What is good about this answer is the fact that the candidate not only listed weaknesses but also stated that efforts are being made to overcome them. That is very important.
And two weaknesses. I am a hardworking, but I late for a things. I like to take a lead for a group activity, but I am very sensitive. I feel very bad when someone scold me. I just started crying. I have many friends.
Analysis. The candidate has really mixed up things in this answer. It was a very clear question, but instead of naming two things each, the answer sounded like casual sharing and chatting. Two strengths, that is, hardworking and leadership, and only one weakness, that is, being very sensitive, was given in the answer. Learning outcome. The answer was not professional at all. It is essential to keep in mind that professional answers are expected, not casual sounding and chatty ones. It was a very clear question, and all that was needed was listing a few things from each. It is essential to hear the question clearly in order to be able to answer precisely. Also, before starting to answer, think for a second, take a good long breath, and then start talking. Key points to remember. Some strengths commonly found in people. Learning new things quickly. Self-motivated. Determined. Success-oriented. Natural leader. Team player. Hardworking. Intelligent. Self-confident. Sincere. Some weaknesses commonly found in people. Getting nervous around people. Public speaking. Arguing or debating often. Going out of one's way to help others. Lack of some skills. Sensitive person.
So Prashant, what are your strengths and weaknesses?
My strength is I have many friends, I like sports, and I am very hardworking. And I was made the captain of school cricket team. About weaknesses, I don't have any weaknesses.
Interviewer's thoughts. I want to see that Prashant has thought about the strengths and weaknesses of his personality. But probably he has not understood my question itself. Prashant's thoughts. I managed to tell my strengths and weaknesses. But would that have satisfied them?
So Prashant, what are your strengths and weaknesses?
I believe I am a natural leader. Though my family shifted from Sangli to Pune when I was studying in 7th standard. And then I was made the captain of school cricket team soon after school started. I always scored well in languages, so I think I am good in communication skills. And about my weaknesses, I am always being scared of public speaking, but I am working on it because in working life, it may be a good skill.
About my strength, I am sincere and hardworking and I learn new things very quickly. My weaknesses are that I am not confident when speaking in front of many people, but I am working on it.
My strengths are I'm confident and sincere. About my weakness, I feel that my English communication skill could be stronger and I'm constantly working to improve it.
About my strength, I am hardworking, confident, and self-motivated. I have excellent communication skill. My weaknesses, I am a sensitive person. I feel very bad when someone scolds me.
How do I deal with challenges? Challenges or unfavorable conditions and me. After you have listed and described your strengths and weaknesses, the interviewer would need to know how you respond to challenges and tough situations. This is because working with different persons for different tasks and assignments invites many kinds of challenging situations. It is essential to get an idea of the candidate's capacity to take a challenge and learn as well as grow from it. While verifying your eligibility for a job, your capability and way of dealing with adverse situations is also tested in the interview. It is important for the interviewer to know if you have the capacity to handle challenges at the workplace, how do you do that, and what your thoughts about it, etc. An experienced interviewer gets a general idea about your capability from your answer. This can be very important for you.
Can you describe how you deal with the challenges? When there is a challenging situation, I tend to become very tense quickly, but I always take a deep breath and calm myself. Then I try to decide what can be done to improve things. Sometimes I ask for a help if it is a serious matter.
This answer shows the candidate's honesty. While admitting that he does get tense quickly in face of a challenge, he also added what steps he takes to reduce the stress. That makes this a very good response. The remedy of taking a deep breath to lower the stress and then preparing to take the next decision, all this is highly important for the rating of the answer.
How do you cope up with a challenge? I don't like challenges. I think they waste our time. I make sure I work hard so I don't face any difficult situation. If I face one, I work it out and there is no choice then.
To say that I do not like challenges cannot be considered as an answer to the question, because challenges will always be there, especially at the workplace. Similarly, saying that one doesn't have any choice and so one has to face a challenge is bound to make the interviewer feel that the candidate has a negative frame of mind. Learning outcome. Though not of a very mature age, everyone faces some challenge or the other by the time one passes the 12th standard exams. It is essential to present in the interview how you have managed your challenges so far. It is important to create confidence in the interviewer about our ability to handle challenges, problems at workplace. And so it helps if we can specify some strong points about how we manage challenges. Key points to remember. It is important for the answer to be given with a positive attitude. We must present well how we handle challenges, problems, and adverse conditions capably. Just as the answer should not be with a negative attitude, it also shouldn't be impractical or boastful.
Tell me, Anita, how do you manage manage a challenge? When I have challenges or tough situations, that time I always go to my father for help. I feel that I am not experienced enough, but he always know what to do. But I am confident that at work I will manage whatever challenges comes.
Interviewer's thoughts. Oh, if she is in the habit of running to her father when in trouble, then what will she do at the workplace? Anita's thoughts. I think I gave a good answer. They must have noticed by confidence.
Tell me, Anita, how do you manage a challenge? Challenges are very stressful, but when they come, getting challenged does not help me at all. So first I study the challenges carefully to understand it. Then I know what I can do for it. After trying hard, if it is not solved, I ask for.
Whenever any challenges come, I always analyze the situation, plan and take the action. I always try to deal the challenge efficiently without being afraid of it.
I always seek out the challenging environment to prove myself. First I accept the challenge and then study the challenges carefully to understand it and then take appropriate action. I never blame others, and the most important thing, I never run away from the challenges.
I like to handle challenges and tough tasks. Whenever any challenges come, I try to decide what can be done to deal with it. Sometimes I ask for a help if it is a serious matter.
For going to the interview on time to answering questions about your skill of time management, you need to be very clear about the concept of time management. Time is always flying, and every passing moment offers us a new opportunity. We must decide if we want to do anything of these moments. And if yes, then what exactly? What do we do? If you ask any successful person how they achieved success, the answer always says good management. On the other hand, we can find innumerable examples around us of bad or no time management resulting in failures, in examinations, in careers. Many of us give up on their dreams and ambitions because time was not managed well.
Hi Prateek, I just got a call for an interview with APC. Yay!
I did too. Mine is on this Tuesday at 4 o'clock. When is yours?
Oh great, mine too is on Tuesday, but I'm called at 3 p.m.
Good, then we can go together.
Yes, definitely. I don't mind staying back after my interview. I think we will need half an hour to reach the venue. So will you come to my house at 1:45?
Oh hey, that's too early. I will come over at 2:15. It's just half an hour, so we can reach by 2:45, right?
Prateek, it is an interview that we are going for, and if we are reaching just in time, it is a risk.
What risk, Sankalpa? Don't be silly.
No Prateek, I would want to leave at 1:45. And if you don't come by then, I am leaving without you.
Oh God, alright. I will come at 1:45. You need to chill, Sankalpa.
I am cool Prateek, but this is an interview. The lady who called me said that we all are supposed to report to the reception of our being present full 20 minutes before our interviews. So I must be there well before 2:15. I am also keeping some margin for buses running late, some road divergence, etc. Better to be safe than sorry, right?
Okay. See you on Tuesday then.
Not just Tuesday, Prateek. Tuesday, 1:45 p.m. Bye.
Bye Sankalpa.
Analysis. Would you like to create following impressions in the minds of interviewers? He or she is nothing special. He or she doesn't think this interview is important. That is not a very good candidate. We have several others who are good candidates. In the interview, your efficiency of doing everything that you do is being evaluated. Especially seen is how good you manage your time. Good time management is not only necessary to get a job, but it is very much needed to keep it and grow in it.
Sudeep's mom works as a receptionist in KLM Private Limited. Sudeep has finished BBA. He has recently started working as back office staff for sales in HIJ Limited. Every morning he is awakened by his mom at 6. He reports to work at 8:30 am. One day, Sudeep's mom has to go spend a night at a hospital with a friend who is suddenly taken ill. So she calls Sudeep one evening. Sudeep, I won't be home tomorrow morning. You will have to get up in time to go to work.
Mom, don't worry. I will be in time. You take care. Bye.
The next morning, Sudeep wakes up to the alarm at 6 but feels sleepy, so he decides to spend just 5 more minutes in bed, and suddenly he wakes up and the clock reads 7:30 am. Panic! His boss is leaving at 9 am to fly to Delhi, and so Sudeep is supposed to keep all the reports ready for him before that. Sudeep goes to work but is 15 minutes late, and that too by spending a lot of money on a cab. Because he is upset, he makes mistakes in his reports, so naturally his boss is not very happy with his work. The boss tells him that if Sudeep wants to continue being so careless, then he should start looking for another job.
Analysis. When Sudeep decided to sleep for 5 more minutes, he did not take into consideration at all that he may not wake up in 5 minutes. Such carelessness becomes risky when managing time. Management means vigilant, careful preparation. Learning outcome. The usage of the term time management is misleading because we can never manage time. We can only manage ourselves and our decisions to complete our work in time. This means time management is managing us to fit into the timeline. Not reaching on time means many different kinds of losses. To start with, getting late for an interview means we disappoint the interviewer. A bad impression is bound to result from that. We miss an opportunity by reaching late for the interview. Rushing in late and answering the questions in an interview means the interviewer sees us stressed out, possibly sweaty and worried. Generally not a very pleasant experience for them too. Reaching on time for the interview allows us to get composed and well prepared, and that is bound to create a good impression on the interviewers. Key points to remember. Once you get the details of the interview, like the date, time and place, you must ensure that you have the correct directions to get to the venue. You need to then work out a precise plan for how you would travel to reach there, what time you must reach, and for this, what time you need to start. This avoids last-minute rushing around and resultant stress. On the day of the interview, your time must be so managed that you reach the venue at least half an hour before the time of your interview. This enables you to get some idea about the environment and discipline there. Never forget that no one ever is going to wait for you. It is never going to happen that your interview is conducted only when you reach.
What time was given to you as your interview time and when did you reach this place? And can you also tell me how you planned coming for the interview?
I was told that my interview will start at 12 p.m. in afternoon, and I thought that I will reach at 12, but my bus broke down on the way, so I had to wait for the next bus for very long, and when I got one, it dropped me at some distance from the office, and then I had to search, but that's okay. I asked one shopkeeper and I reached here at 12:25 p.m.
Probably he does not consider this interview so important. He thought that he will reach in time. Also, he may not be aware of the concept of time management. I have reached in time for the interview. Then why are they asking me about how did I come, when did I come?
What time was given to you as your interview time and when did you reach this place? And also can you tell me how you planned coming for the interview?
I was told on last Thursday that I will be called for an interview on Monday, that's today at 4 p.m. So I reached here at 3:30 and reported to the reception. About my plan, this area is new to me, so I asked my father for the directions and I took bus from my place to reach here on Sunday afternoon. I memorized the name of theatre which comes just before this place in order to know when to get down from the bus. And while returning, I took an auto because I wanted to know how much time it takes both by auto and bus. That way I would know when to start from my home to reach here on time.
I list down the work and sequence it according to its urgency and importance. I make the actual plan and follow it sincerely.
I create a daily plan and follow it regularly. I always divide the task for the day and allocate my time accordingly. I will try to complete most important task first and I devote my entire focus to the task in hand.
I list down the tasks for the day, then I prioritize those tasks and allocated the time accordingly. I always see to it that I would follow my plan positively.
By this time, the interviewers have all the general information about you. Usually, the next stage is to assess some of your personality traits to see if they suit and match the job requirement. The interviewers need to know what kind of career plans or dreams you have. They may want to see if you have any ambitions. So, it is of utmost importance to be able to talk about such things well. From all this, they want to get an idea about how serious you are about work and if you will work wholeheartedly.
So can you tell me what are your ambitions or dreams?
Sure, ma'am. I am aware that I am just started my working life, but once I start, I aim to work hard. It is my dream to become a head of department or a manager of a team. Of course, before that's my goal would be to all that from my senior and everyone who is dealing with various challenges and difficulties at work. I believe that watching other teachers you so much about how to be a good worker and how to manage people and work.
Analysis. This answer is correct. The candidate talked about his dreams or aspirations in the beginning, but quickly and very efficiently presented the thought that he is aware that he alone has to do something to bring them to reality. It is of no use to only dream big and to talk about them in the interview. It is more important to say what you will do to bring them into reality.
Please tell me what ambitions or dreams you have. Sure, ma'am. I want to start an own business. I like to run a big organization like this. I would be the boss in big cabin and everyone work under me. I will be rich and travel the world.
Analysis. This answer is just not appropriate at all because it only has optimism and dreams in it. The answer just does not address about what you plan to do to make these dreams real. Most importantly, if you want to start your own business, then the interviewers are bound to wonder why you have come and why you are wasting everyone's time. This can be quite risky for you. Learning outcome. When giving an interview, it is very important to remember that the interview is conducted solely to see how suitable you are for the vacancy. Therefore, each answer should only show your suitability for that job. When sharing your dreams and aspirations, you must keep the reality in mind. To do well in any interview, you must keep on checking if you are presenting well your readiness for the job and your capability for the requirement of the job. The plan of how you are going to fulfill your aspirations should be ready with you and you must present it well. Do ensure that you clarify how the post for which you are giving this interview is directly linked to your aspirations.
Meenal, can you please tell me about your ambitions or dreams?
Sure, my dream is to travel. I would like to see the world. I know that needs a lot of money. So I plan to get the degree first, then work for a few more years. And this will help me to save and then go traveling.
Her dream has nothing to do with this job or this interview. Why are we wasting our time here?
Sanjeev, can you please tell me about your ambitions or dreams?
Yes, sure. My dream is to work in a good position like a manager, and take care of my parents in their old age. But right now I am planning to focus on my working well while I study for this degree. And once that is done, I am hoping to get some higher education, perhaps management diploma. And once that is done, I would have a greater experience for the manager's position, and I will have my dreams come true.
My My short-term goal is to get a job in good company, and my long-term goal is to get a good position in international company. My dream is to set up my own organization and work hard for its success.
My goal is to start a business which would provide me occupation to support my family. I want to improve my public speaking, and I also want to learn foreign languages.
My dream is to work in HR department of famous company. But presently I am focusing on my work while studying for my degree for completing my dream.
Why should they hire me? Why should I be selected? Why should we hire you? Let us see how to answer this. This question can be asked in different ways, such as, give us reasons to hire you. Why should we employ you? Or, what can you bring to the company? Even though the presentation of the question may be different, you are expected to answer about why should they hire you or select you for the job.
Please tell me why I should select you for this job. Ma'am, I have got good score in my 12th and also in MSCIT. I'm hardworking and I also take efforts to finish a task well. I need to start earning money to support my family, but I also want to complete my education. So this is a great opportunity for me. I determine to do my best if you give me a chance.
Analysis. This is a good answer. After telling about your educational progress and personal eligibility, it was specified that there is an objective set for your life. Also, it was told how important it was for you to get this job.
Can you tell me why should I hire you? I'm sincere and I also know how to use computers. I have heard about your company and everyone told me that it is good. My friends also said that Pune is a good place to work in. So I should get this job.
Analysis. There is no coherence in this answer. Instead of telling about your capabilities, if you talk about the company and the city of Pune, the interviewer will wonder why this job should be given to you. Talking about friends and their opinions in an interview is not necessary or appropriate at all. Learning outcome. It is necessary to show that we are eligible to work for the post that we are giving the interview for. Hence, it is very important to tell the interviewer about our capabilities, eligibility in respect of the requirement of the job, and our readiness to work with integrity and sincerity. Key points to remember. It is very important to convey your capabilities, eligibility for the job to get the job. Some examples for the same. Good marks in 12th standard. A computer course such as MSCIT. Prepared to work with integrity. Determination to work efficiently and to complete the work. A positive plan or thought about the future.
Sujata, There are other suitable candidates besides you. Why should I select you? I guess you should select me because I'm a hard worker. I'm smart and intelligent. My parents said that I must work now. And I live close by. It takes me just half an hour to reach here.
Interviewer's thoughts. It was expected from Sujata that she will talk about how she is eligible for this job. With regards to the job, she is talking about unnecessary things. Sujata's thoughts. I think that the answer was appropriate. But would they have found my answer to be complete?
Sujata, there are other suitable candidates besides you. Why should I select you? I am sincere and confident. I am also a good team player and enjoy working with others. I learn new things very quickly, so I can be a good help in your company. Given a chance, I promise to do my best for the company. Grow professionally in any job find suitable for me.
I am loyal and hardworking. Also, I have good communication skill. I like to create a new ideas and I always work on it hard. I learn new things very quickly so I can be a good help in your company.
I'm sincere and I also know how to use computers. I enjoy working with others and I learn new things very quickly. I'm searching a platform to prove myself and I think your company is the right place which I'm searching for. So I should get this job.
I am sincere and confident. I am also a good team player. Given a chance, I promise to do my best for a company and grow professionally in my job.